Just wait. This is not opening. Okay. Okay, so we'll see the POS expression now. Is the screen visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Varsha, madam. Some problem it is there. Okay, so here I'm writing one expression. Okay, that will be a POS expression. You know that how to identify the SOP and POS expressions, right? So I'm writing according to that. A plus B plus C bar. Okay, then A plus B bar plus C bar. Okay, after that in continuation, I'm writing over here A plus B bar plus C. Okay, and A bar plus B plus C. A plus B plus C. Okay, POS. Okay, now we want to reduce the POS expression with using K-map. So this is the POS expression, right? Product of sum. These are the sum terms, right? Sum terms are known as max terms always. In POS, the terms, you know that this is nothing but the dot you have to use. That is nothing but considered as a multiplication. So this is nothing but the product of sum terms. Those terms are known as max terms, right? Now, you have to plot a K-map. So this here 3 variables are there. So you have to plot a 3 variable K-map, right? 3 variable K-map means how many cells it should be there? Can you tell me?
8.
8 cells, right? Okay. Now you have to, for this particular max term, instead of 0, you have to place a 0. Instead of 1, you have to place a 0. Why? Because in POS, instead of making a group of 1, you have to make a group of zeros, right? And you know that in the POS, always 1 represents bar, right? That is nothing but the complement. And 0 represents no bar, means no complement. Versus in SOP, you have to use 0 that represents bar. Okay, that is nothing but the complement here, right? But now for this, A plus B plus C bar. Now for this particular max term, you have to place a 0. Which one is this max terms? Can you tell me? A plus B plus C. This A represents 0 or 1 in POS. 0?
0.
Yes? 0 or 1?
0.
0. Okay. This B represents 0.
0.
And C bar represents 1.
1.
Okay. The reverse of SOP that you have to consider in POS. Okay. So 0, 0, 1 means this is the max term M1, right? M1, why 1? Because this is a decimal of this binary represents the decimal value 1. So here I am writing okay, now M1, this is the M1 term, that is nothing but the, I have to place 0 over here, right? This, that is 0, 1 and 0. 0, 1, 0 means the decimal is 2. Means this is the max term 2, M2. Okay. So, sorry, this should be 1. Right. So this is the M3. This should be M3. Means here it should be, because B bar and C bar, for bar represents 1. The next term, that is 0, 1. Wait, this is wrong something. A plus B plus C bar, A plus B bar plus C bar, then A plus, this should be 7 according to this. A plus B plus, just wait, this is the equation from this book only. A bar plus B bar plus C bar. Okay. So A bar plus okay, I'm just going through now the notes because this is again not working. This whiteboard is not working. Fine, I'm going through this. If you are having any doubt, you just tell me. Okay. See, A plus B plus C bar, A plus B bar plus C bar, A bar plus, so this represents M7, A bar plus B plus C, that represents M4, and A plus B plus C. So according to these max terms, these zeros are inserted in the respective cell, right? So here you can see 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. So instead of ones, zeros are placed for the max terms. Those are represented in the expression. Now you have to form a grouping. So how you can form a grouping? Here you can see one pair, here you can see one pair, and this 0 is overlapping. So here again one pair is formed because this is isolated 0. But in the normal K-map, with using, by simplifying the K-map, if this is isolated 0 and if the pair is possible, you have to form a pair. So this is group 1. What the equation you will get for this? See, just general approach only I will tell you. What happened?
मैम पेंट वापरा ना जरा असेल तर.
नाही, इथे थोडा प्रॉब्लेम आहे पेंटला.
आमच्या व्हाईट बोर्डवरच थोडं क्लिअर होतं.
Wait. A, B, C. So, just I am writing according to the POS form. So, you know that 0, 0, 0, 1. And for these terms, how you can write it in terms of POS, that only I will tell you. So, you can find it easily how to find out the expression for this. See, how is this particular term can be written? This should be A and this should be A bar, right? According to POS. And this should be B plus C, right? This should be B plus C bar. Why we are inserting plus? In the previous SOP term, we have inserted dot B bar C. Now this is the reverse of that, B plus C bar, because 1 represents bar. So according to, you have to write the expression. Then B bar plus C bar. Okay, and then B bar plus C. Right? So based on that, if this mean term it is there, how you have to write? You can write A plus B plus C. in the POS form. In the SOP form, you are generally writing A bar dot B bar dot C bar. Okay. So according to that, you have to form a equation. So similar way, here it is given C. Group 1, what should be the value? B plus C. Okay. Then group 2, B bar plus C bar. And group 3, A plus C bar. So the equation that we are getting, that is B plus C, B bar plus C bar and A plus C bar. Fine. So this, according to this group only, based on the same logic of adjacency rule, these groups are formed. Okay. And this particular expression is written. Fine. Now I will just directly going through the don't with one example of don't care. You will just go through this. Okay. These examples. These are all related to POS. Now here also you can see reduce the K-map technique. Here you can see pi of m means this is the, if this particular equation representing pi of m means you have to solve with using POS technique. If it is summation of m, then you have to solve with using the SOP technique, right? Means if pi of m it is there and min terms are provided, means for those not min terms, here max terms. For these max terms, you have to place a 0, right? So this is the difference between only SOP and POS. Otherwise, rest of the part is completely same. Okay. Now I will just going through directly this example. Okay. And here only I will show you this particular example. So you will understand with don't care. Okay, so the equation is f of some problematics here. Okay, so the equation is pi of m 0, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10, 12 and 14. Okay. Plus d of 2, 6. Okay, with this, how we can form a K-map? This is a 4 variable K-map, right? You can see till 14. A, B, C, D, right? Now, here I will directly write in terms of A plus B bar, right? A bar plus B bar and A bar plus B, right? C plus D, then C plus D bar, C bar plus D, D bar, and then C bar plus D. Okay, now I will be placing according to decimal over here. Okay, now you have to, for these max terms, okay, for these max terms, you have to place a 0, right? Max terms is provided 0, means here you have to place 0, 3, that is this one, right? 4, this one, 7, 8, 0, 0, 10, 0, 12, 0, and 14, 0, right? Now, these are the max terms. Now, these are the don't care. Plus D, 2, 6. Don't care means we have to mark X, right? Cross mark. So, for 2 and for 6, right? Now, for simplification of this, you have to form a grouping, right? Either this X, don't care, can be considered as a 0 or 1. If the group will be formed, you can consider it as a 1. If the group is not possible to form, then don't consider. Okay. If it is isolated, then don't consider. No need to form a group. Now for this, you can see 0, 0, 0, 0 means this particular cell, this particular column is adjacent to this particular column, right? Okay. Now with this, I can form an octet, right? This, and if I will make it as a 1, if I will make it as a 1 instead of 0, if I will make it as a 1, sorry, 0. Because here we will be required 0. Okay, so for this don't care will be required 0, right? Now we can form the octet, right? Okay, because here POS, in the previous part we have seen SOP, so that's what for this don't care we have placed 1, because there we have to form a group of ones. Now here we have to form a group of zeros. So that's what here I have taken it as a 0. So I can take a group of this 4 zeros and these 4 zeros. So completely octet can be formed. Right? Now with this, I can form one more octet. Which one? This one. Right? With 2, 3, 6, 7. I can form one more. Sorry, not octet, chord. This will be one chord and this will be one octet, right? Now, for this octet, what will be the equation? For this octet, what should be the equation? Can you tell me? This and this. All these are changing. So this is not required, right? All these will be eliminated because all these are changing. Now from this, and from this, the variable that is not changing. Which one is the variable that is not changing? D, right? So D you can consider for the octet, right? For the chord, what will be the expression? For the chord, now if this is a 4 variable K-map, 2 variables will be eliminated. And you will be getting result in terms of 2 variable. So here you can see A plus B and A plus B bar. So which variable is changing? B. So what will be the variable? A from this. From this, D is changing. So what will be the variable? So A plus C bar, I can write it. Right? So what will be the final equation? A plus C bar, right, into D. Each and every max term you have to consider in terms of same way. We are considering plus sign in between 2 variable because this is POS, right? So while taking the common variable from this, you have to consider the sign plus, okay? And then you have to take the product with the another max term where only one variable it is there. So this is for octet, right? And this is for chord, okay? We are getting for chord A plus C bar, and for octet we are getting D. Only one variable we are getting for octet. Have you understood this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, students, you do the practice of this part now. With POS, normal POS terms, the expressions can be solved with POS, how to represent the K-map. Right? How to minimize the POS expression with using K-map, this practice you do. Okay? If you are having any doubt in this particular example, you can ask. Here we are considering for this don't care condition instead of 1, 0. In the SOP, we are considered for the don't care. If we want to make it as a make a group, we are considering it as a 1. Okay? That is only the difference in the SOP and POS. Rest of the part with don't care, it is completely same. Okay? If we'll get the time, at the last I will take one more example, but now I will start with the next topic. Okay, now with this, I'm going through directly the book copy. for the next topic. Just see, students, this book is also good. You can see complete minimization of SOP and POS. It is also examples are solved in the RPGen book. Okay, I am also referring this book, and you can also refer the examples from this group only. Okay, so all this complete part over here it is given. Okay, so the next topic name, that is the Quinn-Mikulski. Okay, this is the minimization technique actually. And as you know that we have seen the K-map, right? So for the K-map, there are some disadvantages. As you know that the map method of simplification is convenient as long as the number of variables does not exceed 5 or 6. Okay, but if the number of variables exceed to 5 or 6, more than 5 or 6, in that case it's very difficult to use the K-map. Okay, in that case it's very difficult to make a judgment about which combination will get the minimized expression, right? So in that case, the Quinn-Mikulski, you can see the name, it's also different. The name, it is Quinn-Mikulski minimization technique. So the first minimization technique, that is K-map, that we have seen, and the another minimization technique, that is this, that is Quinn-Mikulski. Okay, now you can see that a logic minimization techniques required always few characteristics. Just go through these characteristics. Which are those? It should have the capability of handling the large number of variables. We have seen the K-map, but for 2 variable, for 3 variable, and for 4 variable. We can also form the K-map for the 5 variable. But more than that, if we want to form a K-map, it's difficult to make a grouping. Okay, so in that case, we can use this minimization technique. It should not depend on the ability of the human user for recognizing the prime implicants. Okay, this we'll see with the help of example. It should ensure the minimized expression, and it should be suitable for computer solution. So the Quinn-Mikulski minimization technique satisfies the above requirement and hence can be effectively used for the design of the logic circuit. The K-map technique is not suitable for handling the design of complex digital system. Why? Because of more than 5 variable or more than 6 variable to form a grouping, it's very difficult. So that is the drawback with the K-map, and that can be overcome with using the Quinn-Mikulski minimization technique. But it's very lengthy technique. Okay, to solve, to minimize the expression with using this method, it's difficult. Okay, so generally we are using the K-map because will be required for a circuit design mostly 2, 3 and 4 variable. But more than that, how to use that, it is given in this particular technique. Now I will just directly go through the example. Okay, why I am showing on this book? Because it is it is solved over here, and if I will write on the whiteboard, it will take too much time. Okay, so parallelly wherever it will be required, I will write there. Okay, and here for this particular example, we'll go through this method. Now you can see that this example, simplify the logic function 5.21 using the Quinn-Mikulski minimization technique. This is the expression, it is given. We have solved this kind of example with using K-map, right? Students, am I audible? Okay, so we have solved this type of example with using K-map. Now, how to minimize this particular expression with using this technique, minimization technique? Okay, now what is the step 1? The step 1 is the logic function to be minimized here in the meantime. Go in case of function. Okay, just the first simple term that I will tell you, the mean terms that you are getting, that is 0, 1, 3, 7, 8, 9, 11 and 15. What is the first part that you have to do? In step 1, you have to find out the decimal equivalent of this. Now here you can see that there are 4 variables. 4 variable means how many decimal values representing? 0 to 15, right? For 0 to 15, if I want to represent this particular main terms in terms of binary equivalent, how many bits will be required? Can you tell me? How many minimum number of bits are required if I want to write the binary equivalent of these main terms?
4.
4, right? Minimum 4 bits are required. Why? Because there are 4 variables. So simply you can say you will be required 4 because 2 raised to power 4 equal to 16. So maximum here you can see the last min term that you can see 15, right? Again the same problem. Okay, so for this particular method, I will just tell you the first step only over here, and after rest of the part, we'll write, we'll see in that notes only. Okay, summation of m 0, 1, 3, 7, 8, 9, 11, 15, right? This is the expression. Now, what is the first step? The first step, just write the decimal of that. 0, 1, 3, 7, 8, 9, 11 and 15. Okay, as you know that there are 4, 15. Though if this is given, you have to find out how many bits are required. You can see that maximum, the decimal representation here it is given 15. 2 raised to power 4, 16. So with using 4 variable, I will be getting the mean term still the combination from 0, 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1, 1, right? Now I will be required 4 bits to form 15. I cannot form the binary equivalent of 15 with using 3 bits. right? So will be required 4 bits. So for that, each and every min term, I'll be considering 4 bits. So for 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, right? 3, 0, 0, 1, 0. Sorry, 0, 0, 1, 1. Then for 7, 0, 1, 1, 1. Then for 8, 1, 0, 0, 0. Right? For 9, 1, 0, 0, 1. For 11, 1, 0, 1, 1. And for 15, 1, 1, 1, 0. Right? So I have written over here the decimal in terms of 4 bits. Now, what is the next step? Next step is that it is given, you know that in this particular binary equivalent of this 0, you are getting how many number of ones are there? There is no number of ones, means 0 number of ones you can say. So 0 number of ones in this particular binary equivalent. Here you can see how many number of ones are there? 1 number of 1. And so you have to find out the binary, those combination of binary equivalent where you will be getting a grouping of ones is equivalent. Like for this particular decimal and for this particular decimal, you are getting the equal number of ones. So here I am getting only 1, 1 and 1 number of 1. So I have to form a group of these two. Okay, because here I am getting 1 number of ones. Here I am getting 0 number of ones. Now you have to find out another min terms where you are getting equal number of ones. Now for 3, I am getting 2 number of ones. And for 9, also 2 number of ones, right? So you have to form a group of 3 and 9, right? Because here you are getting 2 number of ones. So accordingly, you have to form a group. Now for 7, you can see 3 number of ones. And for 11 and 15, also 3 number of ones. So you have to form a group of 3, 11 and 15 where you will be getting 3 number of ones. So that it is given in the first step of this. So here you can see. Step 2. Arrange all the minterms of the function in binary representation form in a table according to the number of ones. Okay. Contain and form the groups containing no ones, 1, 1, 2 ones, 3 ones and so on. Right? So the groups are formed according to that. And those are separated with the horizontal line. Now you just go through this table. Table 5.18 shows the arrangement of groups, minterms and the variable. Now here group 0 contains no one. Here you can see no ones. Group 1 contains the minterms having a single 1, 8. Single 1 means as just now we have seen. We are getting in these two minterms number of 1 are only 1. So that's what the group of these two minterms. Then the group of 3 and 9. And then the group of 7 and 11. And then only a single group of 15 because there are 4 ones. Right? So and this you can see separated by horizontal line. So according to the grouping of ones, these groups are formed. This part you understood? Okay. So this table, here you can see grouping minterms according to number of ones. Okay. Minterms are provided in the expression. You have to write the binary equivalent of that and you have to form a group according to number of ones. That is the first step you can say. Okay. Now, what is the next step? Simply, I will tell you. Now, instead of going through this particular theory, now with this one. So, with this, you have to check that which particular variable differs. Here you can see variable D is differ. Because here the value of D is 0 and here the value of D is 1. Right? So, what you have to do, as you know that if you will write d bar plus d, you will be getting a value 1, right? So wherever the variable is changing, you have to eliminate that particular variable value and you have to simply put a dash over here. So the same here it is given in the step 3. The Boolean algebraic theorem, that is a plus a bar equal to 1, is applied to the pair of the mean terms in which only one variable is different and all the other variables are same. Right? This kind of relationship will be applicable only to the mean term belonging to the adjacent group of mean terms. Okay, now why this is applicable? Because you know that we have formed the groups according to ones. So obviously for this cell and for this cell, I'll be getting one bit difference, right? So wherever you are getting a bit difference means a variable difference, you have to simply put a dash in the next table. Okay, so here you can see the next table, how it is formed. Here, now the combination of mean terms, group of 2. And how these groups are formed, now here you can see that in this particular, we have to form now the group of 2. Here the group of ones we have formed according to number of ones. Now I have to form a group of 0 with 1 and 0 with 8. Why? Because there is only one bit difference. Okay. So if I'll form the group of 0 with 1 and 0 with 8, I'll be getting a dash over here in this combination 0, 1 with D and 0, 8 with here. So here you can see in this particular table 0, 1, this dash means this particular term is eliminated where the variable is different, where the bit is changing. 0, 8, here the dash. So this particular part is eliminated. Okay. Now, in the next part, here you can see for the group 1, again what you have to do, this cell is adjacent with this cell. Now what you have to do, you have to again form a grouping of this particular mean term with this particular mean term. Okay, now if I will form the grouping of 1, 8 with 3, now 9, what you have to check? Whether there is a one variable difference or not. If there is a one variable difference, then only you can form a group. So the same technique you have to use. Now 0, 0, 0, 1 and you have to check whether 0, 0, 1, 1. So 0, 0, 1, this A, B and D, these three terms are same. Only there is a bit change in the C, 0 to 1. Means there is a one variable difference, right? So you can form a group of 1 and 3, right? Same with, you have to check with 9, 1 with 9. Whether 1 with 9, whether there is a one bit difference and others are same, 0, 0, 0, 1 and 1, 0, 0, 1. So here also you can see this B, C, D and same and only there is a difference in A. So means I can also form a group of 1 with 9. So accordingly, these particular groups are formed. You can see that. Wherever the difference in the variable, here you can see this dash mark, right? Here you can see the dash mark. So accordingly, all these groups are formed. With the same technique, all these groups are formed. Okay. And if there is a one bit variable change in each and every cell, you have to simply place this right mark over here. Okay. You have to check, mark a check over here. Now, after that, I will tell you this shortly, okay? And if you will be required, I will also record a lecture for this, okay? Because it's very difficult to take this particular method, means on this platform, on this online platform, okay? So if it will be required, I will record the lecture. Now, this is the step 2. After that, what it is done? Again, the same method will be continued. Means you have to again take a grouping of this group 0 with group 1. Okay, how again you will take a grouping of 0 with 1 means these mean terms with these mean terms means I have to make a combination of mean term where I will get a group of 4. Here I am getting a group of 2 means in each and every mean term you are getting 2 mean terms, right? Now the next table is formed based on the combination of mean term group of 4. Here you can see group of 4, 0, 1, 8, 9. Now how this is formed? Again the same logic, that is you have to check which variable is changing from this to this. Now 0, 1 and 0, 1, check this mean term with 1, 3 because these two are adjacent. So here you can see A, B and C. Now Is it possible to form group with 1, 3? No. So what is the simple technique that you can use over here? You have to check whether where is the dash you are getting in the exactly similar position. That min term can be combined with this min term. Right? Now here you can see 0, 1, the dash is in the variable below this D with D. Now you have to check which min term is having the dash for the D. So I can say 8, 9. Okay. 8, 9 is having the dash over here. Means this variable is eliminated over here and over here. So I can form, and here you can see 1 bit variable difference. Means I can also eliminate this variable. So you have to again form a grouping of now 0, 1 with 8, 9. So here you can see in the next table 0, 1, 8, 9. This is formed. And here you can see now this is also eliminated and this is also eliminated. Why? Because this variable is changing over here 0 to 1. Right? Now likewise these groups are formed 0, 8. Now dash over here you have to find out which min term is having a dash over here 1, 9. Now you have to check which variable is differ. This D variable is differ over here. So you can eliminate this. So you can form a group of 0, 8, 1 and 9. Right? So here you can see in the next table 0, 8, 1 and 9. Dash 0, 0 dash. Right? Similarly, this is checked with this. With the same technique, the grouping is formed of group 1 and group 2 at group 2 and group 3. Okay. So here you will get according to that. So this is the combination of min terms of group of 4. Have you understood, students? Or step 4. Step 4. Which step for this? Step 3, step 4. Which step 4 you are saying? This one. See, similar technique you have to use. You have to check. See, each and every table, what you have to check? You have to check with the first group with the next group because both are adjacent. Now here see, you can see that group 0 is adjacent with group 1. Now you have to check that whether in this particular term, min term 0, 1, can I form a group with another min term in the next group with any another min term? How you can check at whether the grouping is possible? You have to check whether where is this simple technique I am saying. You have to check for this dash. Okay, wherever I am getting dash in the min term 8, 9 at the exactly same location. Okay, and one variable difference over here. A is changing from 0 to 1 and with D also dash over here and dash over here. Okay, in the previous step what we have seen only one variable bit difference. Why we are considering this difference? Because you know that you have to apply that theorem A bar plus A. It will be 1. Always you are eliminating that part, right? So if there is a bit difference, if there is a variable difference means you can eliminate that variable, means you can place a dash, right? So for this, I can form 0, 1 with 8, 9. I cannot form a grouping of 0, 1 with 1, 3. Why? Simple technique. You have to simply check whether the dash is on the same position. No. So I cannot form a group. I have to check only whether this dash is in the same position and one variable difference it should be there. Then only I can form a group. Okay. So this is the technique that it is used and accordingly these groups are formed. Okay. Now what you do after the lecture, you just read this complete process. Here it is given. Whatever I have said just now, it is completely given over here and this is solved. Okay. You just go through this. Fine. And after that, you can ask me the doubt based on this because you will understand this once you will go through this all points. Then only you will understand because this method is very much lengthy. Right. So what it is done, the grouping of min terms according to ones, then combination of min term according to group of 2. 2 min terms are getting combined. After that, 4 min terms are getting combined. So this table is made up of that. Okay. And after that, here you can see min term. These min terms For this, you can see the same combination it is there 0189 0819 13911 193. For this, these terms are written in the expression. These terms are written over here in the expression, right? After that, the next part it is there that I will be continued in the next lecture. Fine, because you will not understand over here whatever I am saying. Unless and until you will understand till this point, you will not understand the next part because again there is one more table. Fine. So you just read this part because now your next lecture it is there, right? At 11:25. Right? Yes, students? So, which lecture it is there now?
DSA.
Okay, fine. So what I will do, this method is difficult to understand actually. So what I will do now, we don't have a lecture, right? Tomorrow is a holiday, and after that in the next week, you'll be having a IE directly, right? On Wednesday. This is the last part of unit 1. This method, this minimization technique, this is the last technique of unit 1. So what I will do, I will record a lecture for this and I will post on the Google Classroom. Fine. After that, we'll take one session just for the doubt solving on maybe Monday or Tuesday. Okay. Based on your comfort. Fine. And on the for the Wednesday exam, you will be having the syllabus till this technique. Fine. I'll be taking one more lecture for this. Okay. And I will also record one more lecture for this and that I will upload on the Google Classroom. Fine. So for the Wednesday exam, you have to read till this particular point. Fine. At least you just go through till step 4. The rest of the part I will again explain in the next lecture. Fine. Okay, students. You just go through this. I have already forwarded this book copy, RP Jain, on the Google Classroom, already uploaded. You just go through this, okay? If you will read this 2-3 times, then only you will understand. If I will just go through this particular though as I am taking this particular subject 4-5 times, this particular method is very difficult to understand for student point of view, right? So you just go through this, okay? That's what I am saying. You have to do the practice of this. Okay, if I will write this particular part, definitely we'll do the mistake in that. So you have to write it on the page and then you have to solve it. Okay, so just go through this example. You can see that this particular 234, this page number you can write for this particular method. Okay, 233 page number. Fine, now just I'm going through the attendance. Students, do the practice of K-map also. Your questions will be based on unit 1. If you are having any doubt, you can ask, okay, till the K-map. If you are having any doubt, you just tell me. So accordingly, I will post the lecture, video lecture. Is there any doubt till K-map? I think you have not gone through the notes. Maybe few students already done this particular part, okay, but few students don't know anything about this, as if you have not gone through the notes and the PPTs, or you have not solved this particular part. Otherwise, you should have a doubt with you. Okay. Okay, A division. 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll number 7 is absent. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22 absent. 24, 25, 26, 27, 20, 29, 30, 31, 34, 38 absent. 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Okay, roll number 7, 22 and 38 are absent from A division. A division, any doubt? Any query that you want to ask? Whether your lab is conducted by the Ketan sir? A division? Okay, one lab is done, one practical is done. Okay, how many labs sir has taken? How many turns sir has taken? On one. Last week, before Diwali week, or this week, after Diwali, before Diwali. Okay, fine. If you will be facing any problem, you can tell me. Okay, so I will communicate with sir. Fine. Okay, so you can leave. No problem. B division.